everybody, it's Alma. Welcome back to Keto Meets Menopause. Hey guys, I'm about to make some naan flatbread for you guys. Now, I wish I could take credit for this recipe. I can't. It's from Headbangers Kitchen. You've seen me make other recipes with this bread base. I didn't want to keep on having this recipe at the beginning of every video where I use it. So what I'm going to do is make the recipe for you one more time. Each time I make a full recipe using this, I'm simply going to link you to the how-to of this bread. So here we go. What you'll need is a mixing bowl. In here I have 1 cup of coconut flour. I used Bob's Red Mill. I have 4 tablespoons of psyllium husk. I used the Sprouts brand. I have about 1.5 tablespoons of baking powder. If you don't have baking powder but you do have cream of tartar, that should work as well. And then I have about a 1/16 of a teaspoon of pink salt, Himalayan salt. You can start mixing it up in your bowl, or you can take it to your big mixing bowl and mix there. Let's get all the product good and mixed before we add our water. Now make sure your baking powder gets thoroughly mixed. You don't want any thick clumps of it. The next step is simply adding your water. Your water needs to be 2 cups of warm water. I placed this into the microwave for 1 minute and 22 seconds and it's good to go. I've made this a few times now and I realize it takes the full 2 cups. If you've never made this before, you may want to slowly add it. Add a cup, then half a cup, and just keep on going. As we all know, you can add more to, but you can't take out. So with that said, let's get started. You're just gonna mix with your hands until it's completely blended. Just about done getting it off all the edges. You can see that a few of the times when I flipped it, it still has some powder. So once you get it flipped over and it's no longer doing that, you know it's thoroughly mixed. I'm going to actually add a little more water, guys. So I'm just going to take my hands, put a little bit, see if that's going to be enough. Ooh, it smells so good, guys. I think this is my favorite part of it, just playing with it. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do is now transfer it to another bowl. I'm going to let it sit in my refrigerator for about 15 minutes and then we'll be right back with it. So we've taken it out of the refrigerator. Now if I have sent you to this video so that you can find out how to make the basic naan, go ahead and return back to your original video. If you want to see how to make the naan flatbread in and of itself, stick around. Okay, so product has been in the fridge for 30 minutes. At this point in time, you can go ahead and divide it out. Okay guys, so here was our whole naan, right? I cut it in half. I'm gonna remove the 1/2. I cut it in half again. I removed, and then I took that 1/4 and cut it 3 ways, guys, all right? Just to give you a breakdown. At this point, you're just gonna roll it up. Now, what I would typically suggest that you do is take each of these and roll it into a ball, all right? Now, I am just going to give you a couple of demos on this because the other product is being used for other recipes. So what I'm going to do is roll up a couple of these and then we're going to move on, put some wax paper down so that we can roll the dough out. It doesn't have to be perfect, guys. You're going to start playing with it once you start rolling it out, okay? So we're going to go ahead and move this. You're going to want to wet down your surface. Grab some wax paper and then put it down. Now by putting the water down, you create a surface that will prevent the wax paper from slipping. Now what I like to do with my rolling pin is take some of the Glad Press and Seal. If you have not used this product, you need to. It has got a sticky surface so that if you are wrapping a package to put into your refrigerator, it will honestly adhere to it. Place it down, doesn't have to be perfect. And there you go. I like to wrap. Now, what I do sometimes, guys, is if it doesn't want to roll very well, is I just wet my hands a little bit. All right, that helps it out. Put your dough down and then start rolling. I am not a baker, guys, so I'm telling you right now, if you are a baker, you will do this tremendously well. I don't bake. I don't make pies. I don't do any of that. So those of you that are professional at that or do it on a regular basis are laughing at how trying this is for me. However, you're right in your assessment. I don't know why I've never enjoyed baking. So we're gonna go ahead and take this to the grill, guys. So I have my skillet warming up at about a level 2. I'm gonna go ahead and paste some bacon drippings. Use whatever you choose to. This might be a good situation for using some coconut oil if you enjoy the flavor of coconut. I happen to love the flavor of bacon. Once the pan is warm, we'll go ahead and add our naan. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and let this cook up a bit, and then we'll flip it over. I'm gonna raise the heat. I'm using a gas stove. I'm gonna raise it from low to 3. It goes from 1 to 10. So I'm taking it to a level of 3. Okay, it's been a little over 3 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and flip it just so you can see what it looks like. All right, so that's about 3 minutes. Guys, let's go ahead and flip it over. And there we go. You'll let the other side crisp up. You can make this as thick or as thin as you like. David likes it to be a little bit on the thicker side. That's on Headbangers Kitchen. His tend to look more like the thickness of a thick tortilla. So again, personal preference. This would be David's. So that's how I make it. I gotta make sure my hubby has a happy tummy. Okay guys, we're calling this done. Isn't that pretty? Ooh, hot. Hot and pretty. Hope you enjoy. Alright guys, this second piece, as you can tell, I've placed on a higher setting. I have it setting at 4. We're going to see how this one works. So let's see how that goes. Let's go ahead and flip it. It's been about 3 minutes. Oh yeah, much better guys. So I would say go ahead and change it to a setting of 4. That's what I have on my gas stove. And this is about 3 minutes. And alright, so I'm going to let this cook for about another 4 minutes. And then we'll be done. Alright guys, so that's it for this edition. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks so much.